So Food Bank Fred, a man who probably doesn't need an introduction here on the show, joins me now. Now, I guess it's a busy time of year, obviously leading into the Christmas season. So just talk about the increase in numbers that you guys see coming through to the food bank here.
Well, you know, this time of year, it's typical that we have an increase in numbers. You know, seasonal employment kind of ends, things like that. Utility bills start to escalate, and those are really the people that we deal with. So we get more of them in this time of year than other times.
Right. Now, in regards to items, what sorts of things are you in need of mostly at this time of the year?
Well, certainly mostly we need cash. Cash gives us a lot of flexibility in our purchasing because literally for every dollar in cash we get, we can put almost $10 worth of food onto people's tables. Now, understandably, we're a food bank, and if you want to give us food, I always tell people anything that came in a box or a can that you maybe had on your dinner table last night, somebody's going to want to eat that too.
Now, moving on to the building itself here, there's actually plans for you guys to expand and actually include a kitchen.
Yeah.
And I guess that kind of ties into, you know, you can't build a kitchen out of macaroni and cheese, is that correct?
That's right. You know, we're gonna need a lot of community support to do this. The kitchen is the concept we have is really exciting because, of course, we raise a tremendous amount of money every year with our barbecue crew, $50,000 plus. But aside from that, what we want to do is we want to be able to teach people how to cook. It's one of the things that I identified years ago when I first came to the food bank. I realized a lot of people didn't know how to prepare some very basic, economical, and nutritious meals. So if we had an opportunity to teach them how to cook, I think we can really impact their lives. But it's not only that. We want to teach people how to cook, but we're also looking at the possibility of having a pre-employment skills program for the food service industry. So literally, we will be able to take one of our clients that has no cooking skills whatsoever, teach them how to cook, potentially teach them how to work in a restaurant environment and get a job and become self-sufficient.
Now, that's excellent. And now, I guess money towards these certain projects come from things such as the Stuff-A-Bus that has happened here recently. So just talk about the success of an event like that.
Well, you know, Stuff-A-Bus is a huge success for us every year. We've been doing it for almost 20 years, but with KG and Z99 for the last 11 years and with Parkland Mall, and it brings in a lot of money. It brings in for us in the Christmas Bureau, we'll split somewhere around $40,000 or $50,000. Plus, we'll get thousands of pounds of food, and they will literally get thousands of toys that they need to help sustain their program.
Now, lastly, on a personal note, you're running around all season, gearing up for Christmas type thing. What makes it worth your while this time of year to volunteer your time?
Well, I tell you what. Earlier on the weekend, somebody came down to Stuff-A-Bus, and I hadn't seen that person for quite a while. The last time I'd seen that person was when they were a client, and that was a number of years ago, and they gave us a substantial donation. They were back on their feet. Everything was in their life was good, and that really gets me charged simply because that's how we work. And that's how we should work. You know, we're here to help you. We're here to help you temporarily. We're not going to be here forever for you. If you need us, we would be, but we don't want that. We want people to become self-sufficient because they feel better. And to get that donation from somebody that was a former client, it's just an incredible thing.
If you would like to make a donation this holiday season for a good cause, be sure to stop by the food bank.